really good news. I don't know. Like the past couple of days, I've been feeling kind of sad, and I woke up and I felt kind of sad because yesterday I wanted to work on like this project that had this new idea for something, and then I tried to like work towards it, and then I was like, never mind, this isn't gonna work, and I felt really discouraged. But then, as of like 3 minutes ago, I checked my email, and one of the creative producers, actually the first creative producer that I emailed, I sent her like just a nice follow up message. It was 2 weeks. I was like, let me just send a follow up message, and then that'll be that. And then she actually responded, like, I don't know, 2 days later or something. And she was just like, the initial message was just like, hey, I'm doing this project. If you want to read the script, like, we can talk about it. And then also like if you want to do a Zoom call, like I'm open to that too. And then she didn't mention the script. She was just like, hey, like we should Zoom. And I was like, she was like, when are you free next week? Like I want to hear you talk about where you are in the timeline and like what your vision for it is. And so this is like, I this is really great. I think I could plan like a 30-minute Zoom call and just really try to communicate professionalism. Like I think that's the true goal of the Zoom call, and also like creativity. Like I need to be able to like explain my story and explain like its impact and its importance. I think that there's like still room for the story to grow, and be shaped. I'm not like I don't feel about the script of like, oh, it has to be this way every single line or whatever. I wouldn't want someone to come in and then just like, I don't know, completely change it for that, like without understanding my goal of why it is the way it is, like without understanding my goals for what I'm trying to achieve. But anyway, I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna message her back and be like, I can call any day before this day because I will be moving that day. But hopefully she has just like a 30-minute window of just availability, and I'll tell her these are the things we could talk about. And yeah, and I just be honest with myself about like who I am. Like I'm a computational researcher, and I'm still a student, and I hope that that doesn't like bother her. I hope that I'm not like a full-time filmmaker, but yeah, I hope that she sees it as like a strength, that she sees that she thinks of me as somebody that's like smart and like gets things done and knows how to do that regardless of the type of project. But anyway, yesterday I was trying yesterday I emailed one more creative producer, just somebody that I had already researched that I decided not to message. But then yesterday I was like, actually, like this could actually be a good idea to message this person. So I emailed them, and now I'm at like 5 creative producers. And now I'm a little bit nervous actually. I'm like, this isn't. I'm a little bit worried that maybe more than one person would be interested, but maybe that's not the most realistic. To be honest, I only said to them like, just trying to like keep it on their radar before I show them the proof of concept. I don't expect them to like clear their whole schedule to do a movie and be a producer on a movie without seeing the proof of concept, because that's all I got going for me right now. But now I feel a lot more motivated to like do the proof of concept, to be honest, because now I know I have someone to show it to. Like, even if after the meeting she's like, I'm not sure we align, I'd be like, okay, that's totally fine. I'd still like to send you the proof of concept, like, um, but you don't have to like. But I totally understand. Like, I'd still wanna at least I know that I didn't send the email out into the void, is what I'm trying to say. Like, someone responded and, like, positively and was actually into it. And it was the first person that I emailed. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I think I, yesterday I was trying to, I don't know, I had this idea. I've been having this idea, but I started, like, I really want to I wanted to make this kind of like, I don't know, this digital third space, something like that. But it's low key just like a Discord server, but it's just like a group chat of like creatives who like talk about being creative and just hang out online and maybe collaborate. I was kind of inspired by Odd Future, but I would have wanted to do something in person, but I just don't have a lot of friends that are actual like musicians that like release music. Like, I feel like my friends are more into like visual arts, but I don't know. It's kind of sad, but I don't think I have that many musician friends. I haven't had many musician friends in a long time. But I don't know. I guess it's not a big deal. It wasn't that big of a deal because in a way, like, that's kind of what makes you unique. There's like this one theory where it's you have to like in order to declare yourself to be anything, you kind of have to acknowledge that no one else is that thing. Like, if your whole life you're surrounded by people with that are all musicians or composers or something, being a musician or composer doesn't make you unique, or it doesn't feel like a defining character trait or anything special, even if it is. So that's kind of how, I mean, I guess I don't necessarily see it as a bad thing to have not any musician friends, but I did kind of want to form like a little online community. But I kind of realized like people would not be active on it, and that's why I had to give up on that idea like really fast. People just wouldn't be active on it, especially if they were already like having some kind of established career or music career or something like that. And I think like you can't have like more than like 8-ish active members in a group chat before it starts feeling like not a group chat or something like that. It doesn't feel like homey anymore. So I don't know. It got rather complicated really quick, and then I felt discouraged, and I was like, okay, I guess I shouldn't do this for now. Maybe. I just don't imagine like any of the like I can message like small artists that like I like and think are cool, but I wouldn't know if we'd vibe like as friends, and I wouldn't know if they would want to do something like this, and I just can't imagine them being active on a Discord server. Like, I don't know. But yeah. Also, I'm kind of busy, so this coming year. So I'm not sure if it's the best time to start something like that. I'm still thinking about it, but I'd love to have like a little like creative collective. But I think the point of the creative collective would be there's no pressure to collaborate, and there's no pressure to like make some kind of group output. It's just a bunch of friends who happen to make art on their own, and if they collaborate, then they do. You know, like I wouldn't want to treat it like a business, more like just like a friend group. But anyway, that was something I was interested in. Yesterday I worked on my song like a tiny bit. I added some kind of like just like a different melody line at the end, but I realized like the instrument that I chose doesn't fit the rest of the song. I think that the whole song just needs to be more interesting. The whole production does need to be more interesting. I think this is the thing with getting feedback from your friends is like, um, at first I got feedback from people, and then it was starting to make me feel weird because it was like conflicting and stuff. But some sometimes it would say something that I just kind of already kind of knew, and it just like kind of confirmed my suspicions and made me more motivated to go after a solution. So yeah, I think my song is good for now, but I want it to be great. I just think that there's still like another level I can take it to. But yeah, also I think I do need to bring my guitar to California because I have my amp and everything, and I want to make like more like guitar videos for my channel. So I gotta bring the guitar. It's gonna have to happen. And yeah, I mean, I didn't really do much yesterday, to be honest, but it's a new day. And today, I think I'm gonna respond to that email and plan for that meeting. Make a few small changes to my song, and then do my research. I guess I prepared a little bit for the proof of concept yesterday, but today, I think, yeah, I don't really know. Oh my god, dude, I need to make the music for the proof of concept. Like, I need to do that actually. That's why I'm feeling a little bit like not sure what the next move is for the proof of concept because there's no music yet. I feel like the music kind of dictates what it will look like. And I still need to make the music. I had some inspirational pieces, but I think I want to move in a different direction. I need to make the music. That's really important. I need to do that like today. Because when I make the music, it'll just help me come up with the visuals a lot easier. But to come up with the music, I need to understand like the mood and the tone of the scene that I'm filming. Okay. I think we're gonna work on that today. My research, and then coming up with the music, and then a few small edits to my song that I just can think of, and respond to the email. Okay, that's the plan.